At this point in your life, where are you seeking advice and coaching?
I think it's always the same answer. I think it's from people who are wiser and smarter. Uh, those people change over time because the problems become different. And, I've learned a lot the person I might have asked for advice 8 years ago is different to the person I would ask for advice from today. But I continue to get great support from YPO, from my business mentor, from my family, from my friends who now have recognized that Moo is a good idea. They didn't originally. And I think it's the same group that I was, seeking counsel from when we last spoke. But I always look to people who are mature, experienced, have done things, and are also people who are good at giving advice, understanding where, what the right level of detail is and what the right level of control is. I think the best kind of advice isn't advice, it's feedback. You've got to let the person who's receiving it apply it in the way that they want to. Also in a way that the giver of advice doesn't feel that if the person does that and it doesn't work, that they're responsible. Also similarly, if they don't take that advice, they don't take that feedback, that the person who gave it doesn't feel angry that that this advice, this input hasn't been used or hasn't been used effectively. So it's about, I think, finding the right people to engage with and having the rules of engagement very clearly defined, and what the input and the output, how that should be structured in a way that the giver and the receiver of input both feel happy about that relationship.